Those were the e.l.f. Thirst Burst drops. Next, we'll go in with the Grippy Primer. This is Maybelline Grippy Serum. Helps makeup last longer. While that dries, eyebrows, NYX Thick It Stick It in the shade Cool Ash Brown. Clean it up with a Q-tip. Lip tint. This is the Wonder Skin All Day Lip Stain in the shade Whimsical. It's funny, it goes on blue. To prime my eyelashes, I use the Maybelline Lash Sensational Serum. I don't know, protect my lashes while I have mascara on. Just a little coat, not much. Blush, I'm using the e.l.f. Sheer For It blush tint in Plums Up. And I use this brush. It's a Real Techniques 110. And then I use L'Oreal Lumi Le Glace Highlighter Stick in Glassy Pink Ballet. Next is concealer and powder. Concealer, trying something new. Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer in this shade Light 2, and then the L'Oreal Infallible Blurfection in the pink color. See how it goes. Typically I use for concealer the Revolution IRL Finish. I love this. I'm using a Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush, but this is really good to blend out concealer. And then I'm just using a brush that looks like this. I know Real Techniques makes one a little bit similar. I think it's their highlight brush. Anything to use, set the concealer underneath your eyes. I almost like half bake. Wonderful. I really like that concealer. See how it wears though. It's a true test. Okay. For blush, highlight, and bronzer, I'm using this Hourglass palette. Has everything in there. Love it. I'm gonna take, this is highlight and then the blush. I'm just gonna go like that. And then mix it all together. Love this stuff. Really makes your face look diffused and like lit from within, which I think is a very pretty look. And I just used a Morphe powder blush brush. And then I like to use something like this to just go over the highlight just a little bit more, even though we mixed it in with the blush. And then this palette does have a bronzer, but I got another one. Still Hourglass. I think it's the same color, but a little bit easier to get to. I think. I like something like this to really get in there. Just put it all around the perimeters to bronze up the face. More color because it's fall now, so I've lost my tan. The nose, so I can give it a little bit more shape. Honestly, with bronzer, I'm kind of haphazard with it. Just hope for the best. And this bronzer is honestly a little bit too light, but I can pack it on, so I like that. All right. Next. I guess I'll do a little eyeshadow since I'm going to a party. So I used L'Oreal Le Shadow Stick in Alluring Rose. It's just honestly a very good neutral tone to prime your eyelids for eyeshadow. It's long wearing, has a little bit of a tacky base so that eyeshadows will stick a little bit better. Don't need to use much. I just put it on my finger and then just wipe it on my entire eyelid from the lash line up to the brow. Now in terms of eyeshadow, I like to use this Tartelette Fresh Picked. It's literally very neutrally toned. So I'll take these two, just chuck it in the crease. Again, they're neutral. A lot of pigment, almost blends in with my skin tone. Just a little bit deeper. Just gives the eye some shape. Go in with a fluffier brush. So this was a little bit smaller, and then this is a little bit fluffier, and just diffuse it out even more. This is an Ecos Tools brush. You can get this, it's double-ended from the drugstore. This is a Japanesque one that comes in a pack from Amazon. You can get either just the eye set or just the face set, or both together. I suggest getting both. They're fantastic brushes for cheap. Same thing with these ones, but those ones I like a little bit more. Next, take a little like domed brush, something flat. I'm using this pink color right there just to kind of brighten up the eyelid a little bit. Nothing too fancy, honestly. Most of the time I don't even do eyeshadow, I just do mascara, my base, and then mascara, and I call it a day, but feeling fancy today. And just put that color kind of in here, in your inner corner, to open it up all over the lid on almost like to your crease, and then like kind of a little bit into your crease, so that when you blink, it doesn't just stop. And then take that brush from earlier and blend it all together. Wonderful. Next, doing a little bit of eyeliner. So this is, I couldn't even tell you, got it off of Amazon. It is a Asian brand eyeliner. It's very interesting. It's kind of almost where it's really good, and then has a little brush on the end so you can like blend it out and things. So just to define the eyes. It's angled, that's what I meant to say. Just get it real close to the lash line. I'm not gonna flick it or anything, just kind of blend it so it's not so harsh. It just really kind of defines the eye. You can honestly do this with either an eyeliner like this or even just a dark shadow and an angled brush. Take your time with it. If you want, you can do a little bit of a flick at the end just to kind of bring out the sides of the eyes. Nothing too crazy, just a little. Just a little flicky flick. Okay. Enough of that. All right, I'm gonna check my work. Probably can go for a little bit under with an angled brush around the face. Again, like I said, this is a little bit too light for me, so I can get away with more. Now I'm insane, so I like to go in with 2 setting sprays. Both of them long wearing. One is a legit spray and one's like a hairspray for your face. So first spray is the Tier Mask Fit Makeup Fixer. Make sure you get it all over. Let it dry. So I have this. I'll be right back. What I needed to get was a wet cotton pad and then my lip liner stains. Alright. Went on blue, but it leaves a stain. And then I just refine the outside of it with lip liner stain. One's the same color and one's a little bit darker. And then second setting spray. That one doesn't need as much as time to dry as the other one, since it's almost like a hairspray. And with stains, you can literally put anything you want. So I have this new gloss from Ole Henriksen. It's clear. It's their Palette Preserve Lip Peptide Treatment in Vanilla Bon Bon. And this is so great. because it's dry outside and my lips are dry. Now, some last steps before we do finishing touches is mascara. And I put a lot on, so bear with me. And this mascara is the Paradise Big Deal from L'Oreal in, I believe, black brown. Don't mind my mascara faces. Back to the other side. see what's going on. And then just like that, makeup done.